In the upper right, excuse me, in the upper right, we have one of the best Zergs in the world, teammate of Nesty. Down one game, he is.
I am Lucia.
He never looked and connected the heart.
Yep. That's a championship attitude. Even if he goes up and down, this kid's a champion.
Yeah.
He's won the season of GSL as far as being a baller during the intros.
In the bottom left,
MVP Genius.
this is a pretty intense moment here for Genius.
Mm-hmm.
He already lost the first game, being completely tricked.
Oh, no. Reminds me of that famous Yellow face.
What?
Remember Yellow's famous picture? That terrible picture of him? People are going to start that with poor Genius now.
Poor guy.
Well, Lucira looks like he's going to go for a speed opening. It's a good opening against Protoss, of course. Genius right now harassing greatly with the probe. I like that small drone drill into a probe surround made Genius actually drill out. A drill, of course, is going through a unit or units by using telling drones, probes, or SCVs to mine.
Yes. It was a little bit more of a powerful maneuver in StarCraft 1 because when you canceled the drone drill, told them to attack, oftentimes the units would get stuck on top of each other.
Messed up a lot of AI.
So in StarCraft 2, it's not as strong. But
it's still
good.
used a lot. And it should be. Well, we do have 4 Zerglings on the way. And Lucia will probably just go ahead and expand quite normally after this. It's basically the safest opening against Protoss. You can react to everything pretty well. But, you know, nowadays, on the Korean server and elsewhere, we're seeing a lot more Zergs skip speed early on and just get more drones because of it. And, yeah, it's also a great way to play. But I think Lucira really wants to be careful instead of a 4-gate, in case of a 4-gate or something like that.
Yeah, we don't even know what exact mindset Nesty has going into this. Because right now Nesty's thinking, oh my god, I got to play against Lucira.
And Genius is going for the Choya.
Oh, he's going for the Choya
game. FXO Choya 4-gate. He is going for the build that actually is not that hard to pull off, but very, very strong. Now, will
no
Lucira,
sentries with this build.
Yeah, I'm watching Lucira's counts very, very closely. Normally, to beat this, you have to make a quadrillion speedlings, and you should not have actually that many drones. You want to get, of course, as many as you can. Back when this was popular, the most drones that any Zerg could really get out was about 20, maybe 21 or 22.
And he's at 20 right now.
Yeah. And he is
making the pylons at the bottom of the ramp. He wants to make it look like he's trying to expand. He even has the probe staying there.
But Lucira doesn't see anything but a Stalker and a Zealot. Normally you'll see a sentry by now.
We're already up to 23 drones.
Uh-oh. This is actually beginning to look like a DT expand. Or possibly some sort of Void Array build. And in fact, he's going for,
Oh, dude.
He's getting a Roach Horn. He's getting more drones.
I think Lucira might lose this.
He very well may taste this.
Genius is actually...
He's waiting for another round.
Basically, here's what he's doing, guys. The behavior at the bottom of the ramp is the exact kind of formation and pattern we'd see from any number of different builds that would not indicate that it was this one.
To be honest, if I was playing as Lucira here, as a Zerg, I would absolutely think DT Rush. And a Zergling does kind of see stuff. And, well, Lucira is throwing up spine crawlers like a madman at the moment, but I don't think that's actually going to be enough. This timing should be good. He should be able to take out Lucira right now. If Lucira holds it, then wow, he is pretty amazing because he has 27 drones. It's all going to come down, do these spine crawlers actually get in? Do they get up? Lucira trying his absolute best here. Try to stall this out.
Nice angle here from Lucira.
The Zealots really not being used as much as they could be.
And not a single Protoss unit dies except for that one Zealot.
Yeah, and he has hardly any damage on himself as well. Lucira moving his spine crawlers around a little bit. Of course, his hatchery's life is going to be forfeit. They are out of range.
Queen almost killed.
Yeah. Lucira should not even try to save this hatchery, to be honest. The hatchery is gone. He needs to accept that. Lucira is going to try a counterattack during all of this. Just a small Zergling one.
This group is crazy. Nerds are cheesing each other out all over the place.
Yeah, they really are. Now, can Lucira actually hold his ramp? Because there are a lot of Zealots.
He needs to get those Zealots in the front. And he does just that.
Bringing his drones out as well. Lucira just wants to stay alive for now. He'll work on other things later because don't forget, Genius's build is really, it doesn't transition well into anything.
No, it does not. He might even lose the gateway here.
And he sneaks the Zergling in. That's kind of what he wanted to do this whole time. Just check out exactly what's going on here. And what he wants to do is not run it through that probe line. Genius should actually snap it, and he does. He should not have been doing that. He should have been just running around trying to scout what's going on. And Lucira sneaks in some more Zerglings, and Genius
kind of a weird force field there.
I don't think that's what he meant. I think he wanted to catch some stuff down there. Didn't happen. But Genius obviously is in a lead right now, but Lucira did a good job of not suiciding his drones or anything. He ran up the ramp in time with those spine crawlers to hold, and Genius barely didn't break him, even though he's killed this expand. So the game is not quite over yet.
Did lock his own units out.
Oh.
Nope, excuse me.
And again, he should be running around with those, just trying to figure out what Genius's next move is. Of course, we know it is a Nexus. And Lucira should be able to find that as well.
Well, there's a lot of different ways that Genius can take the game from here, and it's going to be incredibly, unimaginably difficult for Lucira to know where and how to handle that. This is not a situation Zergs get into very often.
Oh, and we do have Lucira poking to try to get out. Poked for just a second. Now, he does have one force field ready, but the spine crawlers are placed just right. See Lucira. Here we are.
Stargate.
Lucira is making a macro hatch and getting a layer right now. This is getting pretty scary for him.
Looks like Starcraft 1.
Yeah. And Genius just sniping that creep tumor really quick.
Fire might keep this out here as long as possible since they could force field the ramp.
Yep. You know, I wonder if we're going to see a Nidus. Yeah, in fact, we are. Never mind, I was looking at my map. Nidus is already being made. But I see a really cool Overlord position that he can pop a Nidus up and maybe snipe the Nexus. And if he can snipe the Nexus, you know, this...
The game goes on.
Yeah, it becomes a lot closer then. And in fact, he's even re-spine crawlering up his main because he wants to be able to do this. You know what else would be really smart? Oh my god. Is, and in fact, Tasteless, I haven't even told you about this yet, but you can expand with Nidus, Nidus networks now. You make a Nidus canal next to some mineral patches somewhere, you can actually rally drones in and out and queue them so that they mine.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, so something like that could be amazing for Lucira at the moment, but he is actually just going to try to snipe the Nexus first. But it would be really smart to maybe do something like that. It's much quicker than waiting for hatcheries to build. And
he's got to be careful not down to these two single file right now. There is a Void Ray out.
Yeah, the Void Ray is going to help immensely against all the roaches. More and more Zerglings are being made by Lucira. I wonder if he's going to give up if this doesn't actually kill this. And, ooh, some nice moves here. Going after these Stalkers. Some good force fields being put up. Thankfully for him that Citru gained a lot of energy, and that really helped out in this battle. In fact, Lucira will end up losing this army, it looks like.
I think that might be GG.
Well, you know, Genius is getting further and further ahead.
And we have a Brood Queen in the middle of the map.
Along with the... that's actually not something that you see very often.
No.
Does have some Birdlings as well.
That's what I'm saying, man. The Queen, she should not be off the creep. She should be at home, barefoot and pregnant, you know?
Terrible person. Well...
well, at least he opened up the entrance to his base.
Yeah.
He does have a lot of spine crawlers. He could relocate that to the low ground. Let me tell you something. Nobody's had a harder time today than Lucira in these games.
No, certainly not.
People are throwing him fastballs, curveballs, knuckleballs.
Those are hard to throw.
Yep.
And Lucira, I mean, his expansion is going to be so much later.
Yeah.
And at this point, Genius is getting +1 attack to air and +1 to ground. So he is actually going to focus on quite a few reward rays, which is actually a great choice right now. He just got his robotics up as well. That's going to be for an observer, of course. He may tech into Colossus at some point, but I don't think it's actually needed right now. I think he's just going to hit a timing here where he goes up with his voids and just destroys, just wreaks havoc.
When you get enough void rays out, especially if the Zerg is like not even with you, but more so behind, especially in expansions, everything just dies.
You know, I want to point out that Lucira only has those 2 queens right now, and despite seeing void rays, he hasn't made any anti-air. He hasn't made additional queens, he hasn't made hydras, he hasn't made a spire. Right now he's making infestation pip, but that's actually not useful in this situation. So he's actually in a lot of trouble. Those void rays alone can kill Lucira right now. And he's not, even though he sees those with the Zerglings, he's not making, finally makes a Spore Crawler. But that's not enough.
No, it is not.
Yeah. He's, literally, he can just go in and kill him with the Void Rays right now. And Lucira has seen those, so I'm just a little bit confused.
This should be the GG moment here, guys. Let's see, though. Maybe Lucira can come up with something.
We will see, but no. It's not going to happen.
No, I don't think so.
This army is actually too good.
Lucira going to up and down.
Yeah, it looks like it, man. Right after his first finals, too.
Whoa, nice force fields there.
And, yeah, this is a one-sided route. Can't sound too excited about this. Sorry, guys. GG.
GG.
And, you know, Genius did a good job. He tricked Lucira out. And Lucira read it the wrong way. And he lost because of it. Look at that, drinking Pepsi. What a baller.
I know, what a guy. He's got the big Pepsis. Well, you can see the relief right here for Genius. He's still in this. He's at least going to stay in Codes. At the best, move on to the round of 16. We're going to find out what is going to be the case there with our final game. And, you know, take a look here at Lucira. He's actually just sitting there thinking, is this my reality?
Yeah, man, he's going up and down. He's actually in shock.
Up and down? Yeah.
He's in shock from finals to up and down. That's rough, man. But that actually happens sometimes at GSL. This term is so hard. It is so hard and so unforgiving.
Everybody trying to pull a fast one on each other in this group here.
Even if it was an accident, man, it doesn't forgive you. Even if you say you're sorry 3 times and buy it roses, the GSL sometimes doesn't forgive you and puts you in the up and down matches.
Yeah.
Some people have been in the doghouse even longer, dropping a code A than code B. Some people never get back into the bed. Sleep on that code B couch their whole life, tasteless.
Yeah, never get into the code S king-size bed. In code A, they got beds where you put the coin in and it vibrates. It's not that good. But you put your coin in because you're like, well, I don't know. I mean,
you have to try it.
Bed. Yeah, you got to try it, right?
I mean, you have some change. Like, change isn't money.
Yeah. Up and down matches, you get the vibrating bed and the vibrating massage chair.
It's a little bit better.
You put some coins in the massage chair, and then you realize you're just really lonely. You just want someone to give you a massage.
Sad.
That's why you want to be in Code S.
It's true.
So, we're going to go on to our final game, but I think we're going to have a quick little break.
Yeah.
We just 2 in a row, right? Okay. So, look, I don't blame Genius. But
no, there's nothing wrong with
Genius
that
did
rush,
not
man.
have the opportunity to actually show his playstyle in Game 1. There's no way of knowing what he would be bringing up in Game number 2, whereas it was pretty clear.
Yeah.
Lucira, if he's crippled early on, has a hard time coming back as good as he is. Mm-hmm. Genius identified that
it was
and
really
did
well
the right
done,
strategy.
Man. You know, DT expands are reasonably popular right now. And he made it look like that, so good work on him.
Yeah. Well done. Congrats to Genius for getting this far. Mm-hmm. And now I think in Snare is someone who is he can take on.
This could go either way, to be honest.
Yeah, we're going to see.
I don't know. I think I give just a slight edge to Genius, but
yeah, I would too.
I would not even be surprised at all if Ensnare actually took it.
Well, let's see what happens, guys. Come back in about 5 minutes, and we'll be ready with our final game of today's Code S matches. I'll see you soon.